Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to do a little bit of a video for you guys tonight. I wanted to talk about icons because I know a lot of you guys are asking me, what are we doing with icons in this market? What am I thinking about with the market going forward in terms of how to trade them, but also how to navigate them, understand price trends. This video is going to be really applicable to anybody that wants to understand maybe a little bit more into icon trading, but also to understand kind of what's going to happen going into team of the season with a lot of icons. I feel like it's important that you guys kind of understand because they're such a big part of the market. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, a thumbs up is super appreciated. I'm trying my best to rally the FIFA content. EA really don't make it easy because this game, we just know where it is. But I'm trying my best to pump the content out to you guys that maybe want to make some spare coins, maybe need some icons for their team come team of the season, and things like that. So we're going to do a bunch of things today. We'll talk about a couple methods that I like trading icons. We'll talk about a couple of trends. Ways to read them easy. We'll talk about trends heading into team of the season, like what I'm expecting from icons. I also want to take a look at you guys last year at a lot of the trends that they had. So real quick, I want to go to FIFA 19 and then I want to go to team of the weeks. And the reason for that is we need to figure out last year when team of the season started. It's very important that we get that date down because the crash is going to be before that. So team of the season last year started on the 10th of May. So that's very important to know. So right away, what we're going to do. Now, icons last year were all in packs the whole year. All these cards last year were in packs for the whole entire year. So it starts on May 10th, right? So that was with consistent and EFL. So let's take a look last year. Lothar Matthäus, right? Super meta card. And let's just see what he did. So last year, wait. What are we doing here? 2020. Hold on a sec. No, wait. What is this? FIFA 20. Wait, whoa, why is this FIFA 20? Oh, okay, I was about to say, bro. I'm like, that's not really what I'm looking for. So we're going to go to FIFA 19 players. We're going to go to icons. And we are going to go to, let's say, prime icons again. We'll just go Matthäus. I want to look at Matthäus last year. There's the card design we're looking for. So we're going to make this 6 right there. So May 10th is the date that we are going to be looking for. So May 10th is when it came out. So what's really interesting there, what you guys could see, right? So early in the week, Matthäus was 128. And then when team of the season came out on May 10th, he actually went from 132 on that Friday morning all the way up to 1383. So there's a shot that he hit 14. So what that really tells me is that even with a prime icon of a high value, that he went up for team of the season because people were starting to do squad building and things like that. Now that's before even weekly. These cards weren't in player picks for community, I believe, the Reds. So here's May 10th with Cannavaro. He goes from 508 to 495, so he goes down a little bit. He doesn't really move. But again, you know, we're just taking a look at a couple of the prime cards. I want to just kind of get a kind of look at last year and see what happened to some of these cards because I've got my expectations for this year's kind of situation this upcoming Friday. So we've got Stoichkov here, 860 to 880. So he went up a bit on the market. So last year, none of the icons were out of packs, which makes this year's, I would say it would make this year's case a lot more valuable. Now let's go into my club and let's take a look at maybe just an icon that we have chilling around that might be out of packs. So let's take a look at Stoichkov, right? Stoichkov this year, you know, he's been 350, 340, 360 recently. Last weekend, actually. Let's see. So officially, last week, let's go to last weekend league. Last weekend league, he was 430. And so right now, he's 320, 330, 340. So that's why I think that, I mean, for me, to you guys watch this video, I think during team of the season, a lot of base and mid icons are going to go up. Two reasons, right? I think that people have to link teams together with new team of the season cards, but I also think they just have demand, man. And I think the massive panic is going to be ending after Friday. And so I think they're going to start to go up a pretty decent amount. That's what I'm thinking, right? Because they don't have supply coming in. It's a lot different than prime icons, right? Like prime icons are a little bit riskier to pick up because they have supply coming in. So the situation is obviously, you know, it's a different situation, right? And I think that these guys are going to have demand. So that's probably the number one thing I wanted to talk about with you guys today, the trends of icons, like going into team of the season. I think there's going to be continued panic. I think Thursday it's going to start to go up, the icon market. Tomorrow, Thursday, pretty substantially. Thursday with rewards, I think people will buy. But then I think Friday morning you might have a low point again. These guys might bounce back down again. I think so, right? With team of the season on the loom, they may go back down again. I'm also expecting next Sunday the sell-off to be pretty heavy. I think people are going to sell a lot of stuff for EPL team of the season. I think people are going to be really ready to flush out their old clubs and bring in their new clubs, whether it's like a team of the season De Bruyne or something like that, where everybody's going to be going ham to try to get these new cards. So there's a couple of ways that you could trade with icons, you know, to understand what's going to happen with them. Number one, a lot of times what I do with icons, guys, I check this. Now, I don't really check this, this part right here. I'll tell you why I don't. I check the daily graph, right? These are important to see. You can see that last week icons were at 62. I'm going to tell you guys right now, icons have never been at 50, ever. Icons have literally never been at 50, guys. Ever, ever, ever. This whole year, they haven't been at 50, even the first day. So this is the lowest point in the icon market we've had all year, and it's not even close, right? The next lowest point is 53. So we're at the lowest point right now by 3 whole points, which is a large value if you think about it. So that's where we're sitting with the icon market, which to me invites the opportunity where I think we're gonna get a rise. I don't know how big it's gonna be, but I think it's at a low point, which means just trend-wise, I think they're gonna start going in. But I look at this anyways to just kind of understand what's going on. A lot of the time you'll see like a point before 1 p.m. where the icon market is low, and that's a very easy trade. Just a daily trade, guys, is icon market's always low before 1 p.m. my time, 6 p.m. UK content. Usually goes up if there's nothing crazy after that time. So that's something that's a trend that you guys can look at. So what is this right here? So this will show you guys a lot of the time which ones are the most down, right? Now, most of the time when an icon is down, it's due to large and mass panic selling for the hourly or the double hourly. So like Gattuso, right? This guy looks crazy good right now. I actually picked one up on my watch list, just to be real with you guys. I picked one up on my watch list the other day, I think on the sell-off at 210, right? So that might be a little overpriced because today he's not selling for 215. Now, yesterday was 213. Last weekend, this dude was like close to 300. Now, guys, I've traded with this card a ton. He does never have this much supply. He usually has like 7 cards in the market. So people are selling them right now. But a lot of the time you can use that page on Flippin to really like kind of get the trends going, right? So with Gattuso, right, you could look at the trends of his card and start to really analyze it, where you're trying to pick up that 200 and flip it at 215. But that's not always accurate, and a lot of the times people will have extensions and bots that'll be sniping, you know, the ones that are the most down and stuff like that. So as we move into icons more specifically, a lot of the time I'll spend like 20 minutes, guys, once I learn the prices of these cards and more just the prices that I know they sell at. A lot of the time I'll spend like an hour or two, 30 minutes depending on the night. I haven't done it in a while, but I'll start just looking at prices of cards on Flippin and kind of seeing where these guys are fluctuating. So for example, Figo, you know, Prime sells probably in today's market at 680 on the daily. So at night, you know, I'm just popping through and I'm looking, and this is going to help you guys familiarize yourselves with sell prices, right? It's a very big deal to be constantly looking at graphs, things like that. For example, the other day I picked up a couple Zanettis at 520, 519. I really liked it. He's been 650, but every day I think this dude trends up at like 560. So right today, right, you could have got this dude at 515 today, and he's 550 now, which is small profit, but again, still that's like 10K. So just learning graphs and things like that on these cards can really benefit you. Another thing that I think is really important, and I think you don't even, you know, not even just with icons, you can do this with any type of card. What I do on the sell-offs, like, so that would be Sunday, Saturday, a lot of the time what I'll do is I will get on an icon open bid. No one's bidding, man. I think it's the first couple months of the year everybody bids. Nobody bids, man, anymore. I'm telling you. I've been on icon open bids, guys, towards the last couple of weeks, just on sell-off days, because right now my trading is based around, I basically buy once a week, and then I try to sell once a week in bulk, because I just don't play this game that much. I play it as my job, but I don't play it like religiously. So I'm not on all the time like in previous FIFAs where I have been, and I'm able to flip every hour. What I do now is I basically buy on a sell-off day once a week. I go pretty close to all in, and then I try to flip when I feel like the market's going to be high for that week. So if you're looking at icons on like Sundays and Mondays, guys, it is dead on the open bid. Saturdays as well. I think all those are pretty good times to be looking at getting some open bids on icons. At least those are times that I really look at it. I got on open bid the other night. I got an SE in 87 at 370. I think I put it in my club. Now, in terms of besides that, and obviously that's like looking for a trend. So a lot of the time, like this Desai is a perfect example that I have on my watch list. The 87. So super rare card. Caught him in the sell-off. He's 535 today, but somebody had listed this card for this value. You could see 519 bin, 505 bid. So that was really, to me, appealing, right? And I caught probably if I had listed him yesterday, he went up to 5. You could see on the hourly. I'll show you guys right now. I think yesterday he hit like, or today he hit like 550, right? He's not selling at 600. That's just a weird one. 550. So with a weekly coin boost, this guy's back up to 570. So that's kind of how I look at the icon market. Now I want to load up the web app for you guys because there are a couple filters. Like I haven't done a ton recently, but when I used to do icon sniping and trading, I always did it on the web app. Always, man. Always did it on the web app. And I used a couple filters that I really like. There's a couple like specific ones that I really enjoy. So I'll just kind of go through and show you guys. I know a lot of you guys already know a couple of these. So when I have like a big stash of coins and I have like, let's say 20 mil, right? 15 mil. A lot of the time what I'm going to do is, that was funny. I'm going to do like a minimum price that's kind of high. But there's a way to almost like glitch the app, right? There you go. So you're trying to get to the 59th minute as fast as possible. On the web app, when your search goes for so many cards on the market, there's a way to minimize it. You just gotta back out and keep searching until you get it. Obviously, you guys can see it is taking me right to like the 51, 52 minute mark. So that's exactly what I'm in this for. That's what I want to do with it. By the way, Prime Balak is really low. I would love to see one more undercut on that card. So there we are. Now, this is the first thing that I do a lot. Well, I used to do a lot. 59th minute trading method, right? A lot of the times you'll be finding big undercuts here. This is a huge window for panic usually. Usually there's a lot of panic selling on this filter. You'll be able to find cards really cheap, really quickly. 609 for a hullet. That's not too low. And then a lot of the times, this is also really good for you guys to start understanding where cards sell at and where they don't sell at. So a lot of the time, like if you're interested in a card, I really recommend adding it to your watch list. Because you'll be able to tell, did he sell on that hour? Did he not sell? Right? So I add a lot of the times cards to my watch list if I'm curious to see if they sold or not, right? Rio was 500 yesterday. I was looking at him at that price. I wonder if he's still there. Rio's back to he's like 525, so he's up a bit, but he's got one undercut until he goes up to a crazy price. Now, if you're on during lightning rounds, guys, this is amazing. Basic icon filter. If you are logging on when people are opening mass packs, it could be weekly rewards as well. I have a buddy that stays up for weekly rewards just to snipe icons fresh and then sell them at another time. He makes bank, right? Because a lot of the time, if you guys don't know already, fresh icons always sell for more because they are new, right? People always pay for new ones. It makes sense. Here's what I've done this a fair share when I don't have a huge budget. Like if I had maybe less than $1 million. I've been doing this, guys. So I do shadow, right? Because a lot of icons, just like normal special cards, sell extra with shadows. So I've been doing this in mass types of panic. When there's huge undercuts and things like that, I've been using the shadow filter to kind of see what's going on here. That's Prime Skulls. That looks pretty low. We've also got a Gattuso that looks low. And there's not going to be a ton of people on at this time of the week sniping. So you're going to be able to, get on and see, are these guys at good prices? Usually I would know these guys' prices. I don't know. That's why I'm going to check it out. So like Gattuso, not too low. But this is a good filter. And then also you could do it with Hunter. I've been doing it with Hunter a little bit. Although at the moment, guys, every icon that I have in my club and that I've obtained through this crash or period of panic, I've gotten all of these through open bids or just like general searches, right? Like I was looking at Nedved the other day. And I was going on flipping. I think I was looking at Prime Icons, right? And I saw Nedved was 450, and I wanted to get him there. I still want to get him there. And so then I ended up getting his baby because his baby was 250. And I think his baby was like 320 the weekend before. By the way, that Nedved is really low, man. I do want to get a Prime Nedved because I think he's too low. I think he's going to go back up. I think a lot of these cards have a lot of demand. He's 456, so he's really low. So I've been looking for 450 for a while. He's just stuck at 450. I want to see where he has trended today, though, just to make sure that I'm not overdoing myself here. So if we take a look at the hourly, yeah, he's at 480 today. What was this guy last weekend? Man, 580, dude. It's really low, man. It is really low. This one is 360 as well. Wow. All right, I'm going to get this 450. Not to trade it today, but to hopefully sell with the market rise. That's my goal. We'll see if it works. Anyways, guys, not a ton of like buying. I just kind of wanted to show you guys a lot of the time what I will go through and do when I trade icons. Those are really the main things that I do. Flipping is your best friend. Use it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.